Picked at number 1, I picked Scott Jameson. Solely because his PR position, he knows that he's already been working with the company. He knows the inside and outs of the company. Being PR, you got to relay information to other people, which is, if he already knows it, to make it easier for him. Biggest selling point was he can be immediately productive on the job, which there's less training, there's more, you can jump right into it and start getting it done right off the bat. And he has some stuff under here, but I think the biggest thing is that he's already been with the company and can be mainly productive with the company.
Well, I chose Jane Phillips because I thought she would be most qualified. Just that I guess she can have more connection for the company, and because then they're aiming to step to the growth for the company. So if you have someone that's well known in the field, that way it kind of helps you boost, the networking and all that.
I also put Jane Phillips because from here it says that she's really good at her job. The only problem that I see that she's very difficult to work with, but then some people who are hard to work with, they can make a company better because they can argue, and arguments sometimes make things better, I guess.
I chose Tanya Ruiz. The selling point was that she had a master's and that she has strong interpersonal communication skills, which is essential because if you have miscommunication, then basically something critical could happen, like just chaos amongst the staff. But the thing that was negative was that she expected her husband, or expected help from the company to help her husband find employment, but yet because she works in a company, she can help him more directly instead of the organization.
My first choice was Jane Phillips as well, and my reason for that, as they have said already, is just that she's great at public relations, and she's just she's that figurehead. Even though she doesn't work well with others, people could argue that she doesn't necessarily have to. She's established such a great reputation already that she's just like the forefront of public relations, the face of it. Out of all these applicants, we're only surprised to find her here. No one else really stands out to us that much. So to have her under our wing, the only thing that could do is push our company forward.
I also picked Jane Phillips. And like everyone said, the benefits of having her in the company far outweighs the cost. Because it says in the question that we were looking for someone that helped the company grow, and she has that fame and prestige, will bring attention to our company. And furthermore, we're looking for someone that can do public relations, and she is known for having terrific PR experience. As far as the personality part, I presume she'll be in a position of leadership where people just have to put up with difficult bosses or leaders from time to time. I mean, if she can prove that she knows what she's doing, the least everyone else can do is just listen to her and let her do her PR thing.
That's her? Alright, I chose somebody a little different. I chose Bill Chambers. I think that it says that he has a great personality, which shows that he can work with different people, and it says that his resume is full of success stories. I believe that when somebody knows how to be successful, when somebody knows how to accomplish something, he already has that experience, and he knows what it takes. So I believe that he can be successful in that position.
I went with Scott Jameson, just because I think the biggest thing is that he's already been with the company for 10 years, and just by doing that, I mean, it says up in the front, or the first question, that the person unexpectedly quit, which means they need to fill the spot pretty soon, and he looks like out of all the other people would be able to take over that spot probably the fastest out of all the other people. And then also Jane Phillips, who was the other person I was thinking about putting first. If she's hard to work with, then, I mean, if she's the boss, having one person come in, that could change a lot of things. And yes, it could help, but it's also a risk that it might ruin things. And with Scott, I mean, the rumors that his secretaries had, if they weren't bad enough to where he's still working with the company for 10 years, that's something that you could talk to him about. That's something that you could handle within your system. So I pick Scott Jameson.
Now we're going to do a majority vote to decide which candidate should be hired. So everyone who thinks that Tonya Ruiz should be hired, raise your hand. Okay, everyone who thinks that Bill Chambers should be hired. Okay, one for Bill Chambers. Everyone who thinks that Jane Phillips should be hired. So 4 people. Everyone who thinks that Scott Jameson should be hired. Okay, and then everyone who thinks that Ling Chung should be hired.
The people that voted for Jane Phillips over Scott Jameson, why did you choose her over Scott Jameson?
Rumors don't spread for no reason, and this isn't any rumor. She's obviously causing a disruption in our company, and I don't want this to be true or even have the remote chance of that being true, and later on affecting that the company of, say, Microsoft, the PR who's responsible for bringing out a good image for Microsoft is known to have affairs within the office. I would think that's really bad, and if I can not take the risk of going with them and have someone better, I'm gonna go with Jane Phillips. Plus, she has fame and prestige, which is two things that we're trying to do here. It says up above that we're trying for opportunity to grow. So I believe Jane Phillips will do a much better job than Scott Jameson in that area. And I know personality is an issue, but if she knows what she's doing and she's gonna be difficult about it, we should listen to her because she has an awesome track record. I don't want some low-level intern second-guessing her decisions.
Well, low-level intern, it says he worked there for 10 years. Girls lie.
Well,
that's a subjective point of view.
No, I agree. No, I absolutely agree. But if it's not, I'm not saying Scott's gonna question Jane, but what about someone in her department? She's gonna be a leader of the entire PR department. Somebody in there is gonna question her, and I want her to be able to have that personality, that aggressive attitude going, you know what I say goes. Anyone else?
We voted for Jane.
Pretty much said everything.
Yeah.
Well, I was stuck between Scott and Jane when picking 1 and 2. But the other thing with Jane, though, is that even though you're bringing in someone new from the company, that, yeah, it's a very good opportunity for the company to, I guess, grow and, the fame and prestige. But also, I mean, you're taking a group of people that have worked together for, I'm guessing, a pretty long amount of time, and then having someone come in and change everything up. So there is a small risk that could happen. But with Scott Jameson, the sexual rumors, that's something that can be, I guess, taken care of. And with a higher level position, also, hey, look, you can't be doing that. There's been rumors spread, sit down, talk to him. But he would immediately come in, and he wouldn't have to worry about, I guess, being hard to work with, that sort of thing. Because all it says was there is inappropriate sexual advances. That's something you could sit down and you can fix. And also with a higher level job, that sort of thing, it's kind of a little more responsibility. And if it hasn't affected his job that he had prior to this, then it shouldn't affect the job that he's getting now. Because if it was that big of a deal, they probably would have fired him already, is just my guess on it. And that there is a risk that when Jane comes in, everything could be disrupted where you don't have to worry about that with Scott, and less time, I guess, getting acquainted to everyone else. He's already worked there for 10 years.
Right.
So that was why I went with Scott over Jane.
Anyone else have any comments?
Regarding Scott, I'd like to bring up that promoting someone within your own company, especially someone who's a veteran there for 10 years, that's a really it's a good show of faith for all the other employees. It's just it shows the rest of the company that yes, there is a reward for your hard work. Yes, there is a reward for being dedicated to us. promotion within ranks is like far greater toward the company's overall morale and productivity than bringing in someone new, even if they are well known. As Jane is, you know, if she doesn't get along with anyone and she just pouts and stomps her feet because of her status, you know, no one's gonna like that. And even though, you know, she may be as high and mighty as she is, you know, no one's gonna like that, and people are gonna dread coming to work. And you know, how can you really expand with that type of atmosphere?
I think that's a great point. Because I have worked at places where I dread my boss or whatnot, and I hate going there to deal with them. But I also understand that right now we're trying to focus on someone who are known for having a great PR experience and who can do the job right. And maybe we can look at somebody else. Maybe James and Scott might not be the two best options. So we are trying to go for someone with PR background, yet again still have a good personality and a good track record. I believe you picked Bill Chambers.
Mine, yeah.
Why'd you pick him?
Because he had an awesome resume, and like it just shows that he knows how to be successful, and that he demands like 30% greater salary than the other people. But you know what? You have to spend money to make money. But if he can do the job, then why not spend some money on it?
Yeah, the big sports, huh? Sports, like athletes when they come in and demand higher salaries and all that.
Well, the big thing about Bill Chambers, he has no PR background, but doesn't mean he can't learn. But I know you were saying how bringing out someone who's you're all about getting someone in so he can start doing the job right away. That's why Bill Chambers would take a lot longer time than both Jane and Scott to train, so that could be a problem. What about Ling Chang? He's recommended by the founder.
Well, it kind of looks like he was recommended because he was married to the daughter. Yeah, like, I mean, that's what like parents do, you know?
Yeah, and also down the road when something happens with that cancer, like that can immediately affect his work, and you might be